we're closing out the day with Wally Kurth and James Reynolds, which is always a great way to close out Day of Days. So you've got this time jump that happens, and your initial reaction to the time jump was, holy whoa.
Yippee, I'm ready to go. Let's do it. This sounds exciting and crazy, and I like crazy and exciting, you know?
Yeah.
Let's see what happens to Justin.
But Justin has
Especially because Justin wasn't really on the air very much. He was he's been in the back with Adrian, and I don't know what they were doing.
Right, but
hopefully having a lot of sex.
But a lot happens to Justin.
And Justin, yes, a lot happens to Justin when this chime jump comes, and that was really fun and they didn't tell me the whole exactly, but I knew the big stuff, and I was prepared myself for like, okay, step up here, put your big boy pants on, you're going to be asked to, do some stuff that you've probably never done before, and have to, deliver some, just go places that I'd never gone emotionally, and I challenged myself, and I said, you got to, and I feel like I did. I feel like I was happy that I got out of my way and just let it all happen instead of like forcing anything.
He's such a great actor.
Just in case anybody's wondering out there, he's really
and
good.
What's great about this, and you had this opportunity when winning the Emmy, it's like I love seeing the veterans that we've known and loved getting the ball and getting to do things, because they're always like, oh, there's James, and we have this like they're friendly, we see them, we feel comfort. But then to see them really get to do something.
Material, as you say, you get the ball, you get the material, and that's what you want. That's why you're doing it. That's why you're doing it, to use that material, get the ball and carry it and get as much yardage out of it as you can, and it's wonderful. And this guy, it's been my fortune to work with him, not often enough, but he's very good, and I love working with him, because you get. Every actor has a different habit, but some give you something when you're doing it. And he's one of those people.
Yeah. I love that ball carrying, because I've used it before, where I just want to be able to carry the ball across the end zone every once in a while. I've been blocking for everybody. I'm a blocker. I'm a third down guy. I'm a first down guy, but I never ever get like.
Yeah, I'm open.
Yeah, just here you go. Tell the story. Yeah. And I was given an opportunity to do that, which is awesome, because you know what, you're right. As you get older, you don't get those opportunities. And so thank Ron and the writing team for trusting me and believing in me. And it's just been a really satisfying last 8 months.
Yeah, and I will say Wally will blow you away. I'm telling you. Yeah. Bring the hankies. That's all I'm going to tell you. Bring the hankies. And I'm such a crybaby, but I'm telling you, bring the hankies anyways. James, what did you think of this time jump? Because you've been with the show for so many years, and you've seen those things like the Cruise of Deception, the sales, like all the different stunt things they've done along the way. Right. But this is kind of a reset in a really cool modern way.
I think this is a fascinating way to create drama, to create suspension, to give us a backstory that works for new characters and old characters, for new audience members and old audience members, and it's fascinating to see what can happen possibly off stage that sets us up to move on into the future. I love this moment. I love because we're still in the freshest part of it. I mean, we hopefully will go on and on with this reset.
And you're going to come back to you guys next year and go, okay, now we're doing a 10-year time jump. You've all aged 10 years. And you're making problems. You're on a walker. I have a gray beard. You're on a walker. That's what we're doing with your character.
This is how they deal with budget cuts. This is
budget cuts. We're going to time jump 10 years.
If you hadn't jumped 10 years, you would still be here. But
I can't wait for the 10-year time jump. Remember Abe?
I'm sorry.
The plane went down over the Caribbean, and
where's Abe?
We lost Abe.
I want to know where everybody's in 10 years.
Exactly.
I don't know. Anything's possible.
Might not be so
Maybe this is not such a bad idea.
We might characters on the show.
There's 4 characters left.
4 characters left.
Yeah, that's it.
Now, what did you think of Lonnie, Sal, and Lamone's performance in that wedding that we just saw? I'm talking about the wedding that
Let me
aired.
just say, it was amazing.
Yeah.
I told them both. Just yesterday, that Monday show was amazing. They were so good. They were heartbreaking.
Heartbreaking.
I was crying.
Me too.
It was great. I know. They both delivered. It was amazing.
They were both extraordinary. They're both, you've seen this growth in both of them as actors. and how they've embodied the sensitivity in these two characters. And I was there. I saw that being taped, and it was there. I'm like you. A good commercial will get me in tears.
James and I will have a cry fest.
I
And
feel
Wally
the
too.
same way.
We're all, yeah. I knew I could get sucked right in and cry.
Yeah, so it's not, being the father of the bride, it was not hard at all to feel the emotion of that moment. It was great. They were wonderful. They were so wonderful.
I mean, when Lamone says,
Oh, I know.
"Wait, you're
gonna
breaking
break
up with me?" Oh,
I know.
okay, you don't want to get married, but you're breaking up with me? Like,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
just like, oh, God.
Yeah.
But that was
Yeah.
that was
Dagger
such
to
a
the
dagger. And what I also love is coming up with your stories. They're very kind of adult, like they're dealing with
Yeah.
adult issues, right?
Yeah, no, we dealt with it in a very
much,
just how it all,
very much,
you'll
yeah.
see, but yeah, just
Yeah.
Mary Beth and I were just always talking about how adult
Well,
the writing was.
It can't happen to real people now. Salem. It's
Well, Salem's a little weird. There's
different.
Dr. Rolf and lots of
Everybody
series.
can't always go through it.
Oh, and Mary Beth is coming.
Oh, okay.
So Mary
Your
Beth,
name was
Mary
just
Beth,
brought up. Your name
Mary
was
Beth.
just
We
brought
just
up.
want to know if there's a
Over here.
time jump and it jumps 10 years. How would you feel about it?
And there's only 6
There's only
characters
6
left. because
characters,
everyone's
and
dying.
Kayla's one of them.
We've already figured out the two of us are dying in a plane
He's on
crash
he's
over
in a.
the Caribbean. And
Where would
I'm,
you like?
I'm very in the moment kind of person, like I can't imagine.
Would Kayla still be a
You have
doctor?
cooking show, honey. You're
A
doing
cooking
great.
show.
No, that's
I
right.
think, what, when you're a doctor, you do, maybe I'll go do a psychiatry residency where I can just sit and.
But does Kayla? Kayla specializes in every field of medicine,
Yeah.
which I think is just admirable.
Everything.
Truly a very
But you know
young
what?
woman
I don't
down
think
there.
anybody should send anything to the lab at our hospital. We have a very
Oh,
bad
no.
lab.
Oh,
Whenever
no.
There's a lot of
anybody
DNA
says-
Security is
when I say,
horrible,
I always
yeah.
go like, we're gonna get that right over to the lab. I'm thinking, take it somewhere else.
And then she's always on her lap. She's on something computer going, wait, that wasn't the right DNA. Like she's like,
Somebody always switches it.
yeah.
Oh, they
Always.
do. All the security is
Yeah.
horrible at the lab.
It's terrible.
It really is bad. It really is
I
bad.
think that's what I'm going to say. We're going to take that to an outside hospital.
Yeah.
I'll take care of it.
Just like anybody, why does anybody ever walk outside of the Brady pub alone? Why do you do
Bad
that?
things happen.
What? Yeah.
I've never had anything
Always.
bad happen.
Well, yeah, but a lot of people have died.
Oh, I'm going to go. I didn't mean to
You,
crash your
you may
party.
walk out alone, but you'll run into somebody. If you walk out alone, you'll run
Mary
into
Beth
somebody.
Evans.
There's always somebody waiting for you outside to have a nice conversation.
Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. So, what did the fans say to you today the most? Blah.
Well, obviously they just say, we love you, we love the show. I've been watching the show since 1965, and it's a love fest. It's a love fest. They really are people who enjoy what you do. They enjoy the show. Over the years they love following these characters. They like the real life time of following people in real life.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
And you?
Actually, for me, I will just say, I miss you, and I'm so glad to see you. And I tell them well, you're going to be seeing a lot of me in 6 months. For the next 6 months, and oh, great. So that was nice. That they were happy to hear that I'm back, and they're going to be seeing a lot of me. So that was really fun, actually. And I said, you make me get sick of me, and they'd be like, no, we want to see more of you, and that's always really
It's always
sweet.
great. And they always want to know who Abe's going to break up with next.
Abe and his women doesn't quite work out. I mean, Sheila, Valerie, what's the deal with that?
The guy's he's so good in bed. too.
Is he just good in bed? I don't get why they're not flocking to Abe.
He's he's very controlling. He
Abe's
likes things a
controlling.
certain way.
Abe is not the guy you think he is.
He's got a lot of control issues.
Not a control issue. We're going to explore in the time jump his control issues.
I can't argue with that.
All right, we have to wrap. This has been so much fun. I'm telling you, do not miss an episode coming up in the next few weeks and on from there, especially with this one. There's so much going on. And Abe might find a woman, I don't know. Maybe for a minute, if we can work on his control issues.
He's going to Salem Square tonight. If anybody wants to.
Maybe in the next 1 year jump, he'll have a woman.
In 1 year, Abe will be in will be in Horton Times Square looking for a date. Well, that's exciting. Thank you, James.
Thank you.
Thank you, Wally.
Thank you.